Right, everybody. Little overcast today. Can't be sunny every day out here, I guess. So winter is slowly arriving here in Southern California. So now, what I wanted to talk to you today about is, of course, my full focus planner. So I've had this for a month already. I've been living with it every day, and I kind of wanted to give you my thoughts on it, a little review, things I like, things I could do without, and yeah, I fully recommend it. And again, I have been spending quality time quality time with this thing every single day. My fiance Jennifer calls it my mistress because basically when I'm not with her, I'm with the full focus planner. So some quick things. Again, this is just for a quarter, right? This is only 3 months, so you will have to buy 3 more of these to get through the entire year. I'm wiping my eyes a lot because my allergies are just kicking off again, and my eyes just won't stop watering. So again, plagued with numerous health issues, but I'm keeping at it. So anyway, yeah, full focus planner. So I just want to start with a couple of things that I don't really not necessarily dislike, but I could do without, And right in the beginning, so there is this, this, it's called a rolling quarters section, right? You can see that. And again, so there's actually like 11 videos that Michael Hyatt produced to show you how to get the most out of your out of your planner. And the night that I was watching these videos, my fiance called me, and she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Just watching some videos." And she said, "Do I even want to know what type of videos you're watching?" Like she thought it was porn. And I said, "Well, I don't think you really want to know." And she's like, "Oh my God, is it that bad?" And I said, "Well, it's videos for on how to use my planner." And she started laughing, and she was like, "Why do you need videos to tell you how to use a planner?" And she actually said, "Yeah, I think I'd rather have you been watching porn than watching videos for your planner." But anyway, I watched the videos for this planner, right? And you went through the rolling quarters thing. I still don't understand it, right? So it's baffling to me. I don't understand it. Obviously I haven't used it. So I don't, it's useless to me, essentially. After that, there is this thing called Your Ideal Week, right? I played around with it a little bit, and I don't know. It's not that big of a deal to me. I kind of understand what they're going for here, but again, I don't really need it. One other thing, this excuse me, this weekend optimizer. It's okay. It's not. I mean, the whole point of this is to kind of plan your weekend and get certain things in order. Your rest, reflection, relationships. I like the relationship part. Refreshment, which I don't care. Recreation, and rules for rejuvenation. So I think the whole theme of this weekend optimizer was let's come up with words that begin with R and throw them all in there, right? So the rest part. Do you want to take a nap? All right, I guess. How much rest do you want to get? Like how many hours per day, or Saturday and Sunday? What are you going to do? What are your strategies for resting, right? I don't know. Reflection, how are you going to spend time this weekend reflecting on what matters most? Okay, maybe. The relationships part, I actually kind of like that. Because, throughout the week, focused on, achieving these goals and getting these tasks done, and sometimes you forget that there are other people in your life, and you need to take some time to to reach out to them to strengthen and build your relationship. So that I kind of like. But like this refreshment part, how do you want to spend your meal times? Like what restaurants you want to try and what meals you want to cook at home? That is completely useless to me. I mean, I don't. Again, I think maybe it was just because refreshment started with R, and they want to throw a bunch of R words in here. So that, I don't ever use that. And every time I see it, I kind of get upset. But the recreation, how do you want to play this weekend? Okay, whatever. Rules for rejuvenation, that's kind of okay. Not really a big deal. So the weekend optimizer doesn't really do much for me. And that's pretty much it. Those are the things that I kind of just don't really, they're really big to me. I say they really care, but I don't really, it's not the parts of the planner that really excite me. So let's get to the parts of stuff that I really like. Since this is the weekend, and tomorrow we'll be doing my my weekly goals review. The weekly review that is in here, right? It's after every 7 days, obviously. The weekly review is awesome. I think it's great. So, you list your biggest wins for the week, right? That's important for me. Sometimes I think, this week kind of sucked. I didn't really get much done. But when I go back and look at what I've accomplished, it always makes me feel better. The after action review, how far did you get on your weekly big three? That's important. What did you learn? What did you do differently? That's also important. How are you going to change or adjust your behavior going forward? That's really amazing. When I actually go through that section, I always come up with some really, really good ideas and things that a lot of times are really, no-brainers kind of, but when you actually have, that question put to you and you think about it, those answers will come. And I've come up with some really good ones for this week, so you have to tune in tomorrow for that video. And then the weekly big three, what are you going to do? What are your big three goals for the next week? That's awesome. So the weekly review is great. The weekend optimizer, not so much. Now, for the daily pages, this is where things get really, really interesting for me. You see here, you see that, right up there is your daily big three, right? So what are the 3 things that you want to accomplish today? Now, I used to use one of those to-do lists. I had, what was that one? Todoist, right? That app. And that was cool, but it's this big long list of things, and it never really inspired me, or to get things done. But this, the daily big three, if I can check off those 3 things for the day, I'm good, right? And then it has a space down here for other tasks, not your daily big three, but other things you want to get done. So it's good to check those off too. But the daily big three, that's I don't know how I lived without that my whole life. That's like my my compass for the day, right? Then another section that I absolutely love and I use all the time is on the opposite page is the notes section, right? And I'm constantly writing notes down, ideas for videos, for blogs, everything. And it's nice to have that, because I used to use a composition book, which you've probably seen in a couple videos. But a lot of times, can't find the page I was at. I have a couple composition books, so I'm not sure which one I've written the notes down in. So I got to go through all that. And it's time-consuming and it's maddening. But with this, everything's here, right? It's all in one little book. There's the notes. Everything's great. Also, what I found out because of the videos is on the back here, and another great feature, I think, is right here. It's an index, right? So it has a space right here for what it is, and then the page, right? So all these notes I've written down, I can write them down here in the index as I go along, and if I need to refer to them later on, I know where they're at, right? So my freelancing standards are on page 280, right? You go there to figure them out. My ebook ideas are on page 47. So if I need to figure out what I'm going to do my next ebook on, just go back there, look at that page, there you go. So that is, I think, a genius addition to this planner. And then In the front, of course, it's all for your goals. I have my annual goals written down there, and then each goal is, let me get there, you can break down each goal to the individual parts, your motivation, your reason why, your rewards, your next steps, that kind of thing. Also, incredibly helpful. So I would recommend this planner to anybody who's remotely serious about, achieving your goals, or just getting organized, or if you want to, like I do, make this year your best year ever, I would strongly suggest getting the Full Focus Planner. So those are some of the things that I really like about it. Again, some things I could do without. But overall, this is probably the best purchase I've made in the last couple years. Again, it keeps me focused throughout the day, every day. Helps me reflect on the week that just passed. Helps me plan for the week coming. And every day. And again, I use this thing, I refer to this multiple times per day. And again, I think for the price, $45 with shipping for the first quarter for this book, I think is a small price to pay for the return that you can get on this investment. Again, probably one of the best purchases I've made in quite a while. So there you have it. I'll put a link in the description below for the Full Focus Planner website. I'm not making any commission, any money off this. Again, this is just something that I found, and I think it's great, and I wanted to bring it to you guys. And yeah, the first month is done, and I'm happy. I'm very happy with where things are going. So that's all I got for today. Take a look at the Full Focus Planner if you want. Yeah, it is it's pretty amazing. So like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow.